Hey, I'm Erin and I love making costumes, and today we're making this Chappell Roans costume from her VMA performance. It's amazing, and so we're off to Spotlight to see what we can find. This fabric is going to be perfect for her chainmail, and then just some stretched jersey to go underneath. I also found this clearance headband winner, and on one of the end caps they had a packet of studs, which is going to be perfect. I'm going to make the armour out of foam, so grab some of that while I was there, and I also came across this sick sword. To make the chainmail, I made my own pattern using a shirt I like and sewed it together. I was a bit worried it would come apart because it was so holey, but it's perfect. Now to make the exact same thing with the black jersey for the base layer. Next up, the armour. I've actually never made a set before, so I looked up a tutorial. It said the easiest way was to cling wrap your dummy, duct tape it, and then draw the pattern straight on. So I'm looking at some reference images and just trying to copy the shape of her armour. And then once that's on there, I cut it out, and then I have my own pattern that I can trace onto the foam. Please don't hate me for cutting it out with scissors. I lost my Stanley knife. I used contact cement to stick it all together, and to my surprise, even with my dodgy scissor cutting out, it all went together pretty well. Next up was to add that little kind of layer in the middle. So once again, getting out my trusty scissors and contact cement and gluing that part in. She's also got similar cutouts on the side, so I did that as well. And then seal it all with Mod Podge. This just helps the paint sit on top rather than soak in. So first I sprayed it with a matte black, and then I went in with a matte silver. I just felt the matte looked more like the reference pictures. Now it's time to add the black detail into those cutouts, and I did also add some black just to weather it a bit so it wasn't so clean, I guess. You can kind of see the difference here. And then it was stud time, baby. So I used these tiny little ones inside and then the bigger ones to pattern on the outside. It looks awesome. They turned out so well. And then to make them all the same color, I just used like a brush on gold leaf. And then for her pauldrons, I really just winged it. I kind of looked up a quick tutorial online, but then just made my own pattern for them. So these elongated lily pads, which you glued together, and then I used my heat gun to shape it so you can kind of see the difference there. And then I added her extra little detail she has on top. Then of course, paint it with Mod Podge, spray paint it with the black and the silver, and go in with black paint for the details. And of course, the studs, which I then painted and attached everything with some old belts I got from the op shop. Then it was time for her other arm detail, so I just cut out my own shapes using reference images, used my heat gun to shape them. I painted it all with the same paint, did the studs, used Velcro to attach everything, made these extra little arm bits, and I even made the headband. Now, I think we're ready for the reveal.